HIIT or LISS cardio for fat loss? Which one's better? I'm not even going to plan this one. I'm just going to go off the cuff here. So, high intensity interval training or HIIT or low intensity steady state cardio or LISS. Which one do I recommend for fat loss? Which one do I think is better? Kind of a loaded question. But I'm going to speak on this strictly from the terms of what is best for fat loss based on what I know, what I've done, and honestly, my opinion. The first thing I'm going to recommend to anyone trying to lose fat is to incorporate strength training before you even talk about cardio. Why? Lifting heavy and getting stronger week in and week out will cause muscle to be built. Muscle is what I like to call metabolically expensive, meaning it takes more calories to just sustain you if you have more muscle. Now, 1 pound of muscle isn't necessarily going to be a huge metabolic benefit, but you put on 10 to 15 pounds of muscle over the course of a year, year and a half, 2 years, the amount of calories it requires to sustain you and keep you moving and going will increase. So building muscle can do wonders for your metabolism. Now, the cardio component. This is where I'm going to talk more about my opinion than any scientific research. I've been on a fat loss journey myself, a pretty substantial one. Some of you have seen this photo. I was about 230 to 240 pounds in that photo on the left and about 171 in the photo on the right. And I tried a lot of different things to help expedite that process. I tried high intensity interval training. For those of you that don't know what that could be sprinting or Tabata style rowing. Little girl on an electric scooter out there is killing me. Something that really jacks your heart rate up typically is a shorter duration of exercise, anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes, but it's a lot higher intensity. Hence the name. LISS or low intensity steady state is something like walking on an inclined treadmill briskly for 20 to 30 minutes. And I tried it all. Here's my favorite combination to expedite fat loss. Strength training, so heavy lifting, 3 to 4 workouts a week, and walking, just a brisk walk outside. Doesn't have to be on a treadmill, it can be, but walking outside is kind of a 2 birds, 1 stone thing. You get sunshine, you get fresh air, you get to walk. What I found personally is when I was doing a lot of HIIT cardio or a lot of even like jogging for fat loss, they really kind of jacked up my appetite and made me hungrier, which in turn made it harder to sustain the calorie deficit. Walking, however, 12 to 15,000, sometimes 20,000 steps a day, really expedited my fat loss because I was burning an additional 500 to 1,000 calories depending on how many steps I was getting. But walking has a pretty neutral effect on hunger. You're not blasting through all of your glycogen stores, making your body think you need to go ahead and eat some carbohydrates and eat a meal. So it was easier for me, my experience, anecdotal, to lose fat incorporating 10 to 15,000 steps a day and 3 intense strength-based workouts in the gym. So that's my take. Which one should you do? I think, again, compliance is the science. You should choose the one that you enjoy and can stick to long-term to help you adhere to a goal and eventually a lifestyle change. For me personally, the only reason I'm doing HIIT is for the overall health benefits and cardiovascular health. I'm not doing it for fat loss goals. That's just my take. That's my opinion. I hope this is helpful.